Y'all already know what it is. Guys, man, it's gonna be this gonna be a decent week coming up, man. Nice, decent week coming up for sure. Definitely a decent week coming up. Some decent follow ups coming up, man. Some updates. Y'all already know. Abolish qualified immunity. What up? What up? Trevor Lindsay, come to Palatine. Man, I got you, man. I got you. I definitely got you. Definitely coming to Palatine. I definitely gonna be out there to Palatine, man. You know what? I was kind of that way. I think maybe a couple weeks ago. I think I was close to Palatine, man. I think. Definitely, will be out there though. What up, Cliff? What up? What's the word, brother? What up? Hey, let me know if y'all can hear me real good too. What's up, Jason Fleming? Man, hey, man, shout out to Maine. I love you guys too. Randy Lutz, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word, Randy? What's up, Lonnie Hall? Shout out to Virginia. Shout out to Zero Gravity. What up, what up, what up? What up, Dave? Man, I'm doing pretty good, bro. Doing pretty good, man. How you doing today, Dave? Shout out to Yorkville, New York. What up, David? John Whitler, what up, what up? Man, I'm definitely gonna be coming to Quincy, man. You can rest assured that. We're our first caller. Shout out to Tyson Solomon. What up, what up? Sean Little, what's up, what's up? Talk to me, man. Thanks for calling TTA. Let them know who you is, where you calling from. Let me guess, this Randy?
You got it.
Man, what's up, Randy? Shout out to Missouri. How you feeling, brother?
Doing all right. Actually, don't have really a whole lot to talk about. More questions than anything. I mean,
okay.
It's like I got that list I sent you kind of had to revise because I separated it into like the government official people and the cops, but it's like, okay, the sheriff. I don't know if that would be considered hearsay because I didn't make any official complaint. I was just like talked to him on the phone.
Okay.
And told him what was going on. So I don't know if that's a 1986 thing or not.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's enough to even say anything about it.
Right.
And then I don't know how they do these punitive damages. I looked at a sample and praying for some amount. It's like, what are they talking about? I don't. It's for somebody who doesn't know shit about it, it's a little confusing.
Yeah. You're right. I can identify, man, because you've been following all the stuff that's going on with the health department, right? And I've been looking up a lot of stuff and researching things, and man, the whole HIPAA thing, man, it's like it's not cut out to what we think it is, man. The HIPAA violations are there, but man, it's so much, man, so many loopholes, man. You wouldn't believe, man. You wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I would. I would. Because it's like, okay, the guardian thing from what I read, okay, the courts can't do that without notifying family members.
Right.
And the guardian is supposed to be the one, whoever's going to be appointed for guardian is supposed to be the one notified family members.
Okay. And
I don't remember that ever happening.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how they'd ever prove it. I mean, because all those records public, or they kept it at the courthouse, like the annual report she's supposed to do every,
Right.
I don't know how to get a hold of all that info. And I don't know, as far as like with my son, they pretty much, after the last cop incident on that one Sunday, and the guy just ended up going home, he haven't really, I mean, he's still pissed off. I mean, he like stays up a lot waiting for these cops to show back up. And to me, that's like, they've really just screwed up his.
Wow. Yeah, man.
Home, what?
One thing, it's always one thing after another, ain't it, Randy?
It seems like it is. I mean, it's like they won't talk to me. I mean, they see my number on caller ID, and it's dead air. So I bought him another cell phone, so he has a complete different number, and he's been able to call around, but they don't want to talk to him either.
Right.
They just have a hard time dealing with he won't comply, and they can't quite fathom that he understands some of his rights, and it just is, I don't know, there's nothing really going on. I haven't heard anything else out of any of those people, of course, but.
Right. Man, well, hey, all I can tell you, man, Randy, man, you know what, man, you just hang on in there, man. Stay tough. Keep praying, man. Put God first, and everything will be all right.
Well, that's about all I can do. I mean, until I figure out how to actually file this stuff. Like, do I need a letter of intent for everybody?
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Like, and does that go? Just list everybody on the same letter of intent, like you would to complain. And I don't know. It's crazy. It's like almost too much my own brain to do.
Yeah, I know, man. You know what, man? You know what? But like, hey, I'm gonna try to help you out a little bit, man, as much as I can. Like you said, I got your number, man. I remembered your number. That's why I was able to save it. We've been texting and everything. So just I'm gonna stay in tune with you this week, man, and see if we can get you some assistance that way out there in Missouri, man.
That'd be great.
For sure.
That would be super great, because I like I said, I don't know nothing about it other than what I've read, and that's been like a confusing deal because it's crazy. It's just all crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got you though, Randy, man. TTA, you part of the TTA family, man. Uncle Randy, you know what I mean? We gonna get them people together, man. Just be real patient with me, brother.
I'm trying, dude. If I ain't learned nothing else through even the COVID bullshit, patience is like,
You're right, man. Hey, well, I always appreciate you calling in. I got another caller coming in, man. But hey, stay in tune with TTA, man, and we got you, man. Thanks for calling.
All right. Wanted to get you rolling.
All righty.
Later.
Yep. Man, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you is and where you calling from.
Hey, what's up, man? TTA, my name's Nate. I'm calling from Columbia.
Calling from where?
From South America. Columbia.
Columbia, man. Shout out to Columbia, man. How you feeling today?
Oh, man, I'm good. I called in because I got a story for you, man.
Okay.
I was in the military, man, for 22 years, man. I joined the Army when I was 17, and I went overseas 4 times, and, I did my thing in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Man, thanks for your services, brother.
I appreciate you, man. After the military, man, I applied for the police department, man. And this is the true story, man. I'm just a motherfucker. Excuse me. I'm alive. But I'm just some dude calling in, right? So you don't know me, know me from a campaign, but this is the true story, man.
Okay.
After 22 years in the military, I applied for the police department, San Diego Police Department. And I applied for the police because in the military, I didn't do nothing but shoot guns and jump out of airplanes and blow stuff up.
Okay.
So I didn't have no skills. I didn't know how to do anything. So I applied for the San Diego PD, and I was hired by the San Diego Police Department. I started the police academy on the 1st of May, 2015, class 104, SDPD, and I provide those details because I want everybody to understand the veracity of the story I'm telling y'all, right?
Okay.
So I go into let me tell you about the hiring process, man. I like I said, I joined the military when I was 17, so I had never really done a job interview before. So I didn't know you prepared for a job interview. And so, I had my initial job interview with the background detective, and then I had the final interview with the sergeant and the 2 sergeants and the lieutenant. And so after I finished my final interview process with the police, my background detective pulls me aside and says, "Hey, man, you failed both interviews." And I said, "Oh, man, He says, "But hey, don't worry about it. We're going to hire you anyways." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He says, "We're going to hire you anyways because your paper trail, your paper background." And, I served all that time in the military, went overseas. And what he was saying, every time when I was in Iraq and Afghanistan, I fought on the front lines. I mean, that was my job, was to fight. And, I shot at people, and I bothered some people, right?
Okay.
Every time you drop a body in combat or in the military, is written down on your evaluations, right?
Right.
And so I had all these bodies. I had several bodies on my paperwork, and so I turned in my paperwork to the police, and that's why they hired me, bro. They hired me because they saw that I was willing to drop some bodies for some money, and they thought, I would be willing to do that. And so here I am in a police academy, man. And bro, the stuff they was teaching in the police academy, man, this shit it was amazing, man. Like I said, I started the police academy when I was 39. So that separated me from a lot of the other young kids that were the kids that they had a couple of 20-year-olds, and young folks. And
right.
That, bro. I had all this life. I was 39 years old. I spent 22 years in the military. I had all this life experience, man. We was in the we had a class. Hey, bro, and if you want to cut me out, man, just go ahead, feel free. But
no, man, do your thing, man. That's what hey, real quick, man. That's what this phone for, man. It's for the TTA family call, man. Like I say, y'all call in and talk to me about anything, brother. I'm all ears, brother.
I bet. We had a fingerprint class one time, and so we got the class, and then we were broken down into small groups, and we were practicing, fingerprinting each other.
Okay.
And one of the training officers, this was in the police academy, man. I'll never forget this shit as long as I live. One of the training officers walks in just walks in randomly, and he interrupts the class and he says, "Hey guys, soon you guys are gonna be out on the streets, talking to the public, and somebody from the public is gonna tell you to go F off, to go fuck off, right?"
Right.
And he said, I'll never forget this shit, man. This cop says, "It's your job as a police officer to say, no, you go F off," and he starts yelling. That's your job. That's your job as a police officer to tell the public to go F themselves, and you take control of the situation. And all the classes, "Oh yeah, the young kids is like, oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do when I get out in the streets."
Wow.
And I think as an older dude, so that's my job as a policeman. I'm supposed to engage with citizens like that, engage with taxpayers like that, tell them to F off. Man, I'll never forget that shit.
So that's what. So basically, so basically, they was, man. That's crazy, man. So basically, that, you know what? That just kind of let me think. That give me thoughts that maybe every academy is teaching their all, because the masses of the officers act precisely like that. You know what I mean? It's very rare that you find some that's, it's some good ones. Like I say, some good ones, but it's like a diamond in the rough, man. Like needle in a haystack, man. So they teaching these officers to be combative and mean, and man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
That's exactly how the teacher be. That's why I quit, man. I did the California post certification, Police Academy in California, 6 months. I did 4 months, and then one day I just brought in my gun, gave them to him. I said, "Hey, I quit this shit. I can't do this shit, man." But we had a class on they teach the us versus them mentality, and I be watching all these videos on YouTube. And that's exactly what they teach. And that's why these cops act this way. They're not here to serve the public. They're to take control, be in charge, arrest you for anything. We were in the DTAC. DTAC is a defensive training and the fighting class every Thursday. Oh, let me tell you about the use of guns. And this is why cops are quick to go to their gun. First of all, they teaching these cops to be terrified of everything.
Wow.
Officer safety. They're constantly talking about officer safety. Everybody's a threat. And so every Thursday, for 6 months, you go for half the day you shoot, and for the second half of the day you're in the DTAC room, which is the fighting room, and you learn how to fight. They hire a bunch of young people. They don't know how to fight. And I did a bunch of hand-to-hand shit in the Army, and I have my experience fighting. But something I realized about the police academy was that we did every week we went to the range and we're shooting that Glock 9mm. We got some shotgun training. We got a little bit of training on the M4, the AR-15, right?
Right.
After sitting back and thinking about my experiences in the police academy, we did not have one single class on first aid.
Really?
We didn't have one single class on CPR or how to patch a gunshot wound or none of that, right? So I'm sitting here thinking, we get all these hours of training on how to poke holes in somebody, how to shoot somebody, but we didn't get not one single class on how to treat a gunshot wound. And so I'm sitting here thinking about all my time in the military. And in the military, we got all sorts of, medical training. I learned how to patch a sucking chest wound, all sorts of, how to apply a tourniquet, all sorts of shit. But the police, the so-called peace officers, are learning how to poke holes in other human beings, but don't know nothing about how to actually patch up a wound or save somebody's life or render aid until the ambulance can get there. And so that's why you see all these videos of cops shooting people, and they don't run up and begin to render aid. Once the target is down, they don't get up there to render aid or none of that. They waiting on the ambulance. I mean, there's videos of
that's crazy, man.
Shoot folks.
You right.
Yeah,
you right.
Hey, they train people. Hey, bro, they train people to shoot people. And then once you poke a bunch of holes in a human being, the next step is to run up there and handcuff them.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And hey, you know what? That's crazy, right? Because I see so many videos where they shooting these people. I'm talking about shooting them up, and then like you said, they run up. They hurry up, try to put handcuffs on a person. Hey, putting their body weight on a person while they bleeding out. Like come on, man.
Yeah. Hey, bro, we shoot people in Iraq. We would shoot people in Iraq and Afghanistan, and we would run up on them, and then we would secure the area and render aid, but we would never cuff them or zip tie them or put our body weight on them. We make sure they have the weapons. But the cops are like soldiers in combat, bro. I mean, you can't make this shit up, man.
I know, man.
So we
it's
were
crazy.
I was in the police academy for 4 months, man, and I got story after story, man. But we was, I'll tell you how they teach the race angle. They teach how to be. They train the race soldiers, man. They train the people, the cops, to go outside and go after black folks. And that's one of the reasons I quit. As I'm sitting there thinking like, oh fuck, am I gonna go outside and move against my own people? But we had a class on field interviews, right? And a field interview is, I didn't even know cops did this, but a field interview is when you just walk up to a citizen and just start asking random questions. Where are you coming from? Where are you going?
And they do that. They do that awfully a lot.
Right, bro. They got there's a whole a form. You have a whole, like a booklet and a form. You start filling out the data, this information on this random person you stopped by on this field interview. And at the end of your beat, you turn it all in, and then they enter, all your information into the database. And that's how the police is a modern day surveillance state or surveillance apparatus, right? And so this officer, man, he starts this field interview class. I'll never forget this shit as long as I live, bro. And this is one of the reasons I quit, man. Shit, when I heard this, man, it hit me like a ton of bricks, bro. This officer, this white man, he's a sergeant. He walks in. He says, "My name is Sergeant so and so. This class is on field interviews or FIs. Let me tell you who you do not need to field interview. You do not need to field interview old white women."
What?
That's the first thing this cop did, bro. That's the first thing this cop did was, you don't need to field interview old white women. And so here I am, a black man, and I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck? I'm thinking about my grandma, man. The first thing I thought about was my grandma, because she's living in the same city. I'm thinking like, so if you're at the beach and you walking around field interviewing people, you don't step to my grandma, man. And so it's kind of, and I'm sitting here I'm sitting there in the second row, a black man right in front of this cop. This cop's talking about don't mess with old white women. because they ain't doing that. It was crazy, man.
That's
and so
crazy.
during the same class, this cop, this sergeant, he says, let's talk about who you should field interview. If you walk around at the beach and you see somebody with muscles and tattoos, you should walk up to that person and start talking to that person and field interview that person, get their identification of this, that, and the third.
So basically, so basically, it's coming down to a profile.
Exactly, man. Exactly. It's so simple. Exactly. The profile was me, man.
That's crazy,
I'm
man.
a black man. I got muscles because I like to work out. I got tattoos because I spent on time in the military. I got military tattoos all over. And I'm sitting there thinking like, so basically this dude wants me to go out there and harass people that look like me. That's what he wants me to do, right? I said, there's no way I can take part in that shit, man.
Hey, but you know what?
Tell you about,
man, I'll tell you like this, man. It's so much of it going around the country, man. That's why, man, we gotta, man, we doing these audits, man. And man, I love the auditing world, man, because I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel like if audits never existed, because it's like I'm starting to see like a lot of people get it, man. And in terms of government, like, you watch these videos, right, man, the other channels, man, a lot of them starting to honor their oath. And I believe it's really because of the auditing world, man, because, I mean, don't nobody else care for real. It's crazy, but you would think that every American would care, but a lot of people can care less, man. So I get it, man. I totally get it, man. A lot of police officers and police departments are corrupt, as we know for sure. But to hear it directly from a person, man, that was going to the academy and getting ready to be hired and was hired as one, man, that's crazy that they directly teaching these people how to. So I believe it's like that across the whole nation, man. To be honest with you, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. You hit the nail on the head, man. And the auditors, man, they're changing the game. And everybody else is out there. I like Bay Area Transparency, High Desert Community Watch, all the old heads, man.
Oh, yeah.
Auditors are changing the game because not only are they forcing the cops to honor their oath, but they're showing the world. I mean, they're showing the country and the world how cops in America act, and these cops be acting up, right?
Right.
Let me tell you about why they profile people with muscles. And like, again, bro, I'm just some dude calling from Colombia.
Man, that's all good, man. So, shout out to Colombia again.
Check this out, man. They said look for people with muscles and tattoos, and I'll tell you what, they always talk about people with muscles, people that work out and whatnot. And so black men that enjoy fitness and weightlifting and fitness is a hobby. They teach in the police academy that black men with muscles are a threat because they're convicted felons. They call it. They actually have a term for it. It's called prison swole. Prison swole.
Really?
That means if you're a black man with muscles that you had just been recently released from prison, because dudes in prison like to work out, and so that's why you have muscles, because you're a convicted felon.
That's crazy.
Be a parolee.
That's crazy, man.
And the parolee thing, man, they talked about parolees constantly, man. They talked about go get a parolee, go find a parolee, go pull over a parolee, go kick in a parolee's door. Bro, it was constantly they're talking about parolees. So I'm sitting there thinking, like I said, man, I started the police academy when I was 39. I had all this world experience, life experience, so I was different from everybody else in the class. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, how is a brother that, or anybody that just got out the pen, how are they going to make a go at being a citizen, or how are they going to, reform their life or do anything constructive if all the police is being trained to go after them?
Man, you know what? You know what it come down. You know what it come down to, real quick, brother. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna take the next caller, but man, you know what? I think, like, I come to a theory, man. My own concept is, when they talk about the word system, they actually do have a system, but it ain't the one that's beneficial It's actually not beneficial to anybody because you got, and this go for, and I'm be honest, it go for every color of people, you know, every race of people, white, black, Puerto Rican. But when somebody come on from the penitentiary, they say, look, this is what we do. They sitting at a round table. And I think all the big hats and big names and execs, they say, this is what we gonna do, man. We gonna import all the drugs into that neighborhood. Now these guys, this guy, that guy, her, she, him, they gonna be paroled to this neighborhood. We're gonna deny them jobs. Now but they still gotta feed their family. That's where the import of the drugs come. So they got to pick up the drugs. Now it's another person don't know how to sell drugs. So what he's gonna do? He's gonna go get a gun so he can rob the person with drugs. And now the person that's got the gun gonna kill the person that's selling drugs. So we kill two birds with one stone. That's actually the system.
Bro, straight facts, man. Straight facts, bro. That's what happened in the 80s with Reagan, Bush, CIA, and the importation of drugs to the black community from Nicaragua with Ricky Ross and all that, bro. You hit the nail on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to take up all your time. There you go. All these callers want to beat you, man.
Man, it's all good, though, man. Hey, you know what? Man, I appreciate the dialogue. What's your name again?
I'm Matt Turner, man. I comment on your view.
Oh, okay.
Matt Turner.
Oh, okay, for sure, brother. I appreciate you calling, man. And like I say, every Sunday, man, we going live 2 p.m., man. Call in again, man. I appreciate the dialogue for sure, brother.
Yeah, I bet, man. Y'all be well. Everybody in the chat, what up?
Man, for sure. Out of here. Yep. Man, that was a good one, man. Man, shout out to Columbia again, man. That brother, man, that's crazy, man. So, man, that's like, man, they actually in the academy teaching these things, man. You know what I'm saying? We just heard it firsthand, man. So I never really were able to have a dialogue with somebody that's went to the actual academy. I always had was skeptical and curious on what's being taught, man. And look, that's crazy, man. Let me look at some of these comments. B. Bozidek. Oh, he was asking, do they have any life-saving first aid like Heimlich or CPR? Man, for what he said, it don't seem like it. Shout out to Sean Little again. What up, brother? Original Cop, American Sun, Energy. What up? Qual Shooter. Like the way TTA rolls. I appreciate that, brother. Thanks a lot. Now, y'all call in, man. Phone lines wide open, though. Gator Security Constitutional Defender. What up, though? Man, appreciate for dropping that link, Sean Little. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, but that's what it is, man. Man, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you is, where you calling from.
Hey, this is BP calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
Man, shout out to Cleveland, man. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling great. And I'm just happy that I see that somebody is doing something prior to the time that he was speaking about the old schools. Hey, you know, you're doing a great thing, man. I like your demeanor, how you talk to the people, the way you come, and that's where I'm trying to control my mindset when I deal with the public here, you know?
For sure.
And it's a deep thing for us to get at this age, because I'm 64, so I'm trying to tell you, there's some real shit going on in America. And when the retribution start coming about, they're going to see the effect that we've been living up on an oppressed type system that's not benefiting for everybody equally. And then on our First Amendment right, when we try to express that, they take advantage of it because of the ignorance of the law. And
that's
man,
true.
it's just mad crazy. When they killed Tamara Rice, you should have seen it should have been the most outburst, but they had it for another man versus a child.
Yeah.
And these guys get away with it. These officers got away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, there's no accountability. But I'm just giving you your props up. I appreciate you. Peace be unto your days and your life in America. But bro, I'm trying to tell you, it's some real issues going on.
You absolutely correct, brother. You absolutely correct. You right.
And I want I would love for you to come to Cleveland. If you come to Cleveland, I would definitely have your support on finance to kind of have you through that day or two here. You understand?
Okay, I appreciate that, bro.
I'm supposed to be in Chicago tonight. We supposed to have been going up. I got a cousin that passed up there on the south side of Chicago, and my aunt's up there alone with her granddaughters and that. So I'll probably be coming up there anyway. But if I did, I would try to touch base. I'll call this number and see if you're in the vicinity of where I'm at. She on the south side of Chicago in like the Heights, they call it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But,
yeah, for sure, bro. You, man, anytime you touch the land or when I touch, because I'm definitely will be coming to Ohio, man. You know what I'm saying? When either or, man, hit the line, man. Man, get up with you, meet you, man, and for sure.
Well, look, this number been a long number, so if you could take this number that came in, if you follow up with me, I can make sure you can come here. I want you to come to educate me more because I've been wanting to do it. I want to go get my program. I even help get you a new one if need be, just so that this can continue.
For sure,
you know?
brother. I appreciate the support wholeheartedly, man. I love you for that, man. Really do, man.
I love you for that. I love for what your knowledge is, and that knowledge is more powerful than just us trying to get a dollar.
That's absolutely correct. You're right. Yep, you're right. You're right.
Your demeanor, the way you is, you making me learn. At my age, my height was so hardcore. So now I'm learning how to contain it to a level where it's not a threat. You understand?
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to make sure I can get at that point before I start dealing with the leaders here of in the positions that, you know, they're not being fair to us. And I see that from all the 30 years here and what they have done through the crack cocaine era. They done killed everything that black had exist here. And now it's all to immigrants and whatnot, which, okay, I have nothing of no point of no other race. The thing is, why you're not being fair, and when we go to these meetings, why you're not speaking facts and truth versus the same download they've been saying for the last 30 years. You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
So
you're absolutely correct.
It's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see, but you know what? When I see when you speak and how you articulate it, it makes me know that there's going to be a change coming.
Oh, it's definitely a change coming, brother. You're absolutely correct, man. And man, look, I appreciate the support, my brother, wholeheartedly. Man, I love all you guys, man, and I do it for we the people, man. Y'all, and I'm gonna be honest, man, y'all support make me want to go even harder, man. That's why I be trying to come up with different things and ways to, man, just try to get back to this whole movement, man, because the movement is changing. It's changing a lot, man. We just got to keep pushing forward until it changes in its entirety, man.
Well, look, I'm going to try to tell you something. I'm trying to get this RV. If I get an RV, I'll come and help so you can be able to travel fairly and freely and not being worried about, you know, if you don't have enough to here to there. As long as you got your RV, you living everywhere across America.
That's right. That's right.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm up in age. I'm retired, so I got opportunity and time. You understand?
Okay, for sure. Yeah.
Like I say, you got this number. If you feel I got your support, if you come to Cleveland, you're going to see it. You don't have to talk about it. I'm going to be about it.
All right, brother. I sure appreciate you, man. And like I say, every Sunday, man, we doing this 2 p.m. Central thing, man. Call in live, call in anytime you want. Appreciate you, brother, wholeheartedly. And again, shout out to Cleveland, man. We going to definitely connect, brother.
Connect me. That's that 513. It's me.
I got you.
With me.
I
got your back. Like I said, if you come here, the day or two you here, I'm going to help support your expense being here so that you can execute what you're trying to do.
Okay.
You know?
For sure, brother. I appreciate that.
You got it. Hey, no problem. I definitely is. And I'm trying. I'm old school. I don't get in the app, but if you came here, you're going to get the app 3 times that. You know?
Oh, I feel you.
On real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like on real talk. I'm not trying to just pull the word and just saying something to make it sound good. Oh, guess what? In 2019, I'm the one put across America. America, make it make sense. I'm the one do that. I'm the one saying about the 3 R's. Retribution, reparation, and rebuild.
There you go. I like that, brother. I like them, man. I like them 3 R's right there. For sure.
That's real what we dealing with in America today, and they know it. So they got this debt ceiling. They only been doing that because they with the same parties. So they know what's going on.
Yeah.
They ain't with no different parties. They with the same parties. So at the same time, like I'm saying, I'm trying to set up now. I had an opportunity to get 2 RVs, but if you came here, I would try to set up, because you're only 3 hours away from here from me and you.
Right, right, for sure.
You call me, I set up, but I'm trying to get an RV. I got a truck, a Tonga, and all that shit. I got a trailer, but I want an RV, so if me and you can travel across some states, because it takes trust first.
That's right. That's right.
Trust first.
That's
if
right.
you got trust, you can move across America right with people. You understand?
Absolutely. All right. Well, then, yeah, man, we like I say, we definitely gonna touch bases, man. I'm gonna stay in tune with you, and I'm gonna lock this number in, man, so we can go on and connect and put some things together, brother.
Well, okay, I appreciate that, TTA.
Man, for sure.
Please be up to your day and speak to the rest of the family and let them get it involved so we can work together as one. You understand?
That's right, brother. I appreciate you wholeheartedly, man. And don't forget, every Sunday we on here live, brother.
I'm gonna be here. I've been here all the other. I just didn't say nothing. But I gotta, like I say, I want to support you to make you get us to the next level.
There you go. All right, for sure.
That's right. I appreciate it.
All right, now.
Y'all.
Yep.
Word.
That's what's up, man. Man, I love you guys, man. Y'all just don't know, man. Every Sunday, man, I see 60 people in the chat right now, man. I love you guys wholeheartedly, man. And like I was just telling my man, y'all make me want to go even harder, man. That's why I be trying to come up with these different conceptions, man. And man, to try to, man, get back, man, to this whole movement, man. You know, it's a beautiful movement. You know what I mean? They try to do a lot of stuff to stop us, man. But man, we too strong right now, man. Too strong. Go our next caller. Man, thanks for calling, TTA. Let the people know who you is and where you're calling from.
Yes, this is Brittany, and I'm calling from Texas.
Man, shout out to Texas. How you feeling today?
I'm great. I've been waiting. Finally, the notification came in and alerted me that you were online.
Okay.
So I got to catch the live stream. So I'm really happy. I'm Queen Bee Talks in the chat. I've made a few little comments. And I just want to say how happy I am to see you doing what you're doing. And I know that it's hard work, and I'm pretty sure you get commended, but probably not enough. And so I definitely want to touch bases. I also want to say to the community, we do need to surround him, because you guys, you understand what he's doing. You understand what he's embarking on. And you realize that a lot of people we've seen embark on things like this, if not protected, a lot of things can happen. Okay, so we need to surround him, protect him, always cover him, come to his aid, press the issue. If we need to protest, let's get it going wherever he's at. But we must stand firm.
I appreciate that a lot, man. Yeah. I really do.
Absolutely. One thing I did talk about today, because I do go live, not on YouTube, but I go on the smaller streaming platforms, because I feel like a lot of people have YouTube covered. I need to go on the lower level.
Okay.
So I go on the lower level platforms like the Meet Me's, the Tags, the little Piddle Paddle. And so I stream your content, and I stream lots of realistic content. And I let them know the context, of course, and I talk about it and I react to it.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I mean, I did that again today, and a lot of people were just, encouraging me, saying that they like the content. I definitely, your page was on the screen, so I let them know. We watched the video you just dropped, the one with the postal office.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with Mr. Cockeye. We had a whole field day. And we had a field day, but it was crazy, because I made it funny, but then I made it serious also, to just bring realization to the fact that lots of our money gets funneled into these things, and we have no wherewithal. We have no knowledge of what's going on. And the crazy thing is, these people don't mind being paid out of our pockets, but they do mind being recorded, which is really crazy, because in our society, right, if we act like we don't want to be recorded by the police, what will they think? They'll think we're lying, or we're trying to hide something, right? So I think the same thing I think about a postal worker or any public employee. If you're hiding something, I have a reason to believe what are you hiding? What are you hiding? What you ducking for?
Yeah, that's true.
And so that's my my little tidbit I wanted to bring to the table. I also wanted to bring to the table that I know a lot of people watch your page, probably even law enforcement, and probably even some of these officials, public officials. You guys need to realize and understand, as public citizens, why can't we go inside of different post offices just to view what they look like in different states and see if the signage is nice and proper, and see if the building is upkept, and see if the employees are nice like they should? Well, what's wrong with that?
I know.
That's what my question is to all of y'all. Why are you getting, why are you getting your rights taken away by these individuals who just don't like things, when we have a right to see what's going on? Like, what's the problem? So that's my thing. I love to see the post offices, and regardless, on the contrary to what they want to believe, I love to view the art. I love to view the scenery. I love to view the good employees that are doing their job and not letting what everybody's doing really affect them because they got a job to do. I mean, that's the thing I want to also take away, because I know everybody peeks in and watches your channel, and I'm pretty sure the ones who get butt hurt by the channel because they're acting the fool. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to bring that. I love what you're doing, and like I said in the comment, what you're doing is such a bigger movement and message. And of course, I see you keeping it as neutral as possible. Sure. As transparent as possible. Right? Yes. Because that's what Walmart and McDonald's does, right? We don't know. We don't know the behind the scenes of them and this, that, but you're the face of your business and things like that. So I realize all types of people follow you and look up to you, and that's beautiful and it's amazing. And this is a fight that's going to take everybody together. You're absolutely Everyone correct. Needs to know that it's going to take black faces, white faces, brown faces, everybody. Everybody's going to have to join hands on this one. It's That's not correct. Just us. That's correct. Because I do see everyone being violated. Okay?
That's correct. You know what? You know what? Real quick, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because, like, sometimes I'm gonna be honest, man. Sometimes I'll be having like some conversations with, some of my peers, you know what I'm saying, which is the same color as me, right? Like the whole thing with, I'll be trying to explain to them that, man, these people, man, these higher ups have like a hidden agenda. Like when you hear about like the whole police just want to kill black people, right? Now we hear that narrative. Now, but to me, I'm just gonna be honest. I think it's a false narrative, because it's every color of people that's being killed by the police. The reason why they highlight us so much is because they have a hidden agenda. I don't know how to. It was like this, basically. Like, I remember a time, probably about 2 years ago, where a cop had shot a black dude, killed him, and the story went national. Everybody was talking about it, but they don't hear about the white woman that was killed by the police as well, because it don't fit their plan.
Who they're trying to rile up.
That's exactly right.
They don't want to rile. In all due respect, a Caucasian, all due respect to y'all. When I've seen cases come down the turnpike, when it's that side of the fence, I'm talking about $1 million lawsuits coming down the turnpike. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. And then a lot of stuff must change. It ain't a possibility then. It must change, and they're definitely losing their jobs. Absolutely. There's no question about it. But on the other hand, it is different. And I think that is done very, very blatantly. Because if you see how they play out these things, a lot of times nothing is really done. And why is nothing really done? Because essentially all it is rile these people up to get them angry and not do nothing about it.
That's correct.
And so then we're angry with each other.
Yeah.
We're angry in society. We're angry with mama, daddy, kids, your baby mama, whoever.
Yeah.
Just because what they done is play that play you just said from the playbook.
Yeah.
That equation they know how to do on this like 1-2 step.
Yeah.
They know how to play an equation on us that gets our energy going in its direction, and it be for nothing.
Yeah,
and that's one thing. We have to really harness our energies and put them in the right direction. See, everything that happened could have really ruptured you as well, and you could have chose to do this instead. Yep. You see what I'm saying?
That's correct.
So this is the thing. We got to figure out how to do it right. That's what right. Makes sense? What's going to really touch who it needs to touch? Because this equation they got on us, just like the gentleman I listened to at the academy, I absolutely believe it, 1,000%. Yep. And you can see it. I myself, literally, I'm gonna tell y'all this and then I'm gonna go. I was okay, so someone came. I was living in an apartment building, a 16-unit apartment building. It's gated, so you gotta get in the gate, get out the gate. It has a code, right? So everybody who knows there knows the code, and if you're like a direct guest, then you'll know the code. But you'll know when there's people entering who don't know the code because they'll struggle with it, or they'll get in and nobody knows who the heck they are. Right. So I'm outside playing with my son. There's other apartment kids out. I'm always out there with them doing stuff. We were doing balloons and some stuff. Okay, some random dude came into the complex out of nowhere and literally was just like, just some random stuff. And it's kids out there, and he looked like sketchy as hell. And I'm like, this is private property. You need to go on, so on and so forth. So it turned into something else. And I had to like, hey, dude, get out of here. This is private property. So it turned into a words match. I get him out the gate. He gets to walking down the street, and it was heated. So, I'm like, dude, whatever. Now, across the street is an officer. He immediately doesn't try to see aid or de-escalate like they should do. He immediately screams across the street, hey, watch your damn mouth. I'm like, excuse me? Man, I told that man, he better get the, y'all know what I said. And so, I'm like, hey, this is my business. Mind your business. It's freedom of speech. Right. I ain't causing a public disturbance so much so that it's interrupting, business and things. Right. So I'm like, nah, let me handle this. He came on private property. I'm telling him go and don't come back. I'm handling a situation you should be handling. He trespassed. Wow. So I'm basically telling him, he comes over across the street. I'm gonna arrest you if you don't shut up. Okay, all right. Well, I don't have a criminal record, and I do know my rights. So I'm like, look, I'm on private property. Okay, I'm not doing anything nefarious, like you always say. I'm not committing any crimes. That's correct. I'm literally escorting someone off my private property. And he just, he hosses me up in front of my child who was then like 5 years old, put me in handcuffs. Wow. Walk me across the street to a cop car. Let me sit in the cop car. I'm heated. I'm like, y'all just pulled me away from my home. And so my mom is in the house. She's there, an elderly lady. And I had a knife on the porch that I was cutting some of the material to get the, packaging. Right. So they go up there, all in my house, all up in my business, and was going to try to pin some shit on me with that knife. Wow. But see, the thing was, I elected every single right I had to remain silent. Also invoke my right to have a supervisor. Basically there on the scene. And I definitely, when that was over, we filed those complaints. There you go. Because at the end of the day, listen, we're not letting no stone go unturned. No. And at the end of the day, those things do have to get followed. Those procedures have to get followed for them to get impacted. And more of us need to know about how to do it and not be scared. That's correct. I do know things such as retaliation does happen. I do realize that. I do. But if we stand together on it and firm on it, They cannot do it to everybody.
Together.
Okay?
You know what? I'm glad you said that real quick. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna take the next call. I definitely appreciate the dialogue, right? But you know what?
Yes.
That together word, man, because I remember if you've been following the channel for a while, you can see about the library out in Gurney, Illinois, how we was able to change the policy. Now that was because, man, I put in those complaints plus TTA family, you guys, man, y'all called and made all those complaints, and the whole post office thing the other day. So I called and talked to the guy's manager named Ebony, and she was like, you know, how you doing today, sir? And I was trying to convey to her what happened, and she said, I already know, I watched the video. I said, oh, you watched the video? Okay. So then she was like, I haven't been able to get any work done today. I said, why not? She said, because your supporters have been calling all morning. And that, man, look, that was like the best news I got that day. I'm glad you guys was doing that. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to allow it to happen no more. We're tired of the tyranny, period.
Absolutely. We have to follow up. And I'm literally, look, you guys have, I've called the back end on a lot of it. I ain't get a chance to call none of them. But listen, I'm very well spoken, and customer service is my business. So when I get on this phone with these people, I'm going to be very, very eloquent, but I'm going to get my point across. And so that's what they do not like.
I know that's right.
And so that's what we just got to stay on their necks.
There you go.
Going. Okay?
Yeah,
so I'm going to keep watching, keep supporting, and I'm going to keep sharing as well. And just keep it going. You know, my 6-year-old peeps in on some of these, and I'm teaching him slowly the law. One thing, we need to, I'm homeschooling, but I'm going to leave y'all with this. I homeschool, and what's important for our curriculum is law.
That's correct.
First of all, fact in the matter, my young boy is not going to go into this country not knowing the law and his rights.
There you go.
Okay?
Yep.
That's what we got to do. That's a must.
Yep.
And I love you, everybody. Peace and love.
I love you too. And shout out to Texas again. And like I say, anytime you want to call in, like I say, every Sunday, 2 p.m. Central, we doing this. I appreciate the love and support wholeheartedly. And thanks for calling.
Yes, sir.
All righty.
All right.
Yep. Oh, we got somebody. Oh, okay. Man, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are and where you're calling from.
Yo, what's up, man? This is Loopy from Canada.
Man, shout out to Canada, man. How you feeling today?
Yeah, not too bad. How about yourself?
Man, doing pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? This is my favorite part of the day, favorite part of the week. Every Sunday I get to talk to the TTA family. You already know.
Hell yeah, man. I've been watching. I've been wanting to call. I wanted to call the last couple of weeks, but man, I got busy. Had the kids running around, and it was a good time. But we're good now, man. Like, I watched your last video, dude. How mad were you? Like, did it like? I could tell that you were a little irritated. Right?
Yeah, you know, and that's what I was saying, man. You know, I don't even usually get down like that, but it was like I try to survey the whole situation, and I got a knack for being able to pick what's going on at that moment. So when I was at the window, and then I see this guy, if you guys go back and look at it, you can see in the reflection, I got my camera straight, but I'm looking to my left because this dude, like, he walking up ultra aggressive, like he's really like walking with steam. I'm like, man, what's up? And then he's stepping in front, so I'm like, man, oh, this is gonna be a confrontation, man. But you know, I mean, throughout the whole duration of that, man, I was getting upset. I definitely was getting upset and angry a little bit. I shouldn't allow him to do that. But the best thing I did, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. At the end, like that, I'm glad that both of us, you know, even though I think he gave me some dap for other reasons, but despite the reasons, I'm glad that we were able to do that to show that we can disagree and still keep it classy, man. Because at the end of the day, it's about teaching. Obviously, he learned something because he was like the guy. Man, you see, he told the cop, he said, "You can't go. I bet you can't go in the police department and record." I'm like, "Whoa, you way out of touch with reality." You know what I mean? So he was able to learn a lot that day. So.
Yeah, the look on his face when he got educated was priceless.
Yeah,
dude. But like, I gotta give you props because like being able to take a situation like that and keep calm and and leave on like mutual kind of respect. That's hard to do, man.
Yeah, man. You know what? I see a lot of comments, man. A lot of y'all in the comments say, TTA, how do you stay so calm? Hey, a lot of deep breaths, man. A lot of deep breaths.
That's awesome, man. Well, I give you props. Like, thank you for like all your audits and everything that you do. I wish, like, I did an audit here in Canada. I went to a tourist center, and it was pretty good. But I'm not as educated as you are, and obviously in Canada the rules are a little bit different.
Yeah. But you'll get there, man. You keep at it, man. Hey, keep at it, man. I guarantee you, man, you're going to be the sharpest knife in the drawer. You just keep at it. You stay consistent, man. And if you ever start a channel, you make sure you let me know, man. I'm going to subscribe instantaneously, man. And I appreciate the support wholeheartedly. I really do.
Oh, hell yeah, man. That's awesome. I'm working on the channel right now, but I've been editing this video, and I'm just obsessed with like different color grades. Like it's probably good, but my mind, I just got hyper focused on this, and I'm just playing around with different colors and
right.
This and that. But, do you edit your own stuff?
Huh?
Do you edit your own stuff?
Yeah. You know, I'm trying it, man. You know, I ain't really too much computer savvy, man. So, you know, I'm still learning a little bit, man. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I do edit my own stuff. But right now, I'm trying to get my store up and running, man. You know, with all the TTA merch, and I'm trying to, you know, like I'm having problems, like even trying to add that to my channel right now. It's all, I just ain't computer savvy at all. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you working with like one of the Wix sites or like WordPress or?
No,
like that?
no, I don't use none of those sites. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But you'll get it, man. Just watch YouTube videos, right? That's what I did when I made my website. Just watch a YouTube video.
yeah. That's what I was saying. Eventually, you know what I mean. Everything is a process, so I don't expect nothing to happen overnight. Just gotta keep at it. Just keep at it. That's all. So.
Fair enough. That's true, man. Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah.
That is true. It's facts.
Yeah.
Yo, well, I made like a little sticker. And I'll send it to you, man. It's like from like 2 live streams ago. I screenshotted it, and I made like a little sticker. Maybe you can sell it on your store.
Okay, man, for sure. Send it to me, man, for sure.
Is there like a specific email I should send it to you? Or?
You know what? I wonder, could you text it to this phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my phone number. Yeah. Text it to this phone for sure.
There you go, for sure. Like I say, this phone, man, specifically for you guys. Like, don't nobody else got this number. It's just straight TTA family, man. I literally went and got this phone just for you guys, man. So, you ever want to send something?
You're the only one doing this.
Man, I know, man. Yeah, I know, man. You know.
You're the only one, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Someone earlier mentioned Bay Area transparency. Where is that guy?
I think Cali, right? I think it's Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
disappeared. He hasn't like posted a video in like a long time.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I hope everything's all right, man. But yeah, he's out in Cali, man. I haven't seen. Well, he haven't uploaded anything new lately, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I usually look forward to his videos, and like it's been a while.
Oh wow, yeah. I hope everything is prayers, and big ups to hopefully that Bay Area is doing pretty good, man. Hopefully he'll see this video.
If anybody knows, let us know. I'm curious.
Yeah, like I say, hopefully he'll see this right here, man. Hopefully, man, if somebody will reach out and let us know that Bay Area is all right, man. For sure.
Man, that's awesome. All right, brother. I'll let you go, but thanks for everything, man. I'll send you that little sticker I made for you, man.
Okay, yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the call in, man. And like I say, anytime, man. Every Sunday, man, like 2 p.m. we're going sharp, man. So appreciate your support wholeheartedly, man. I love you guys.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks.
All right. Yep. So I'm gonna take one more call, man. Hey, man, shout out to, man. Let me ask, this got to be my man from Woodstock, Illinois.
Yes, sir.
Man, I seen the number. I say, you know what? I remember. Man, how you feeling today, brother?
Oh, battling in a war.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, look at the country, bro.
Oh yeah, you absolutely correct, man. It's all the way upside down, man. All the way.
I just saw you were in the notorious Lake Forest, huh?
Yeah, man.
Well,
yeah. Sundown town, man.
Yeah. Dr. Harmon, my mother, she was a professor there.
Oh yeah?
So that alarmed me a little bit. I said, this man's over there in Lake Forest.
Yeah. You know what though? That was my third visit there, man.
Huh.
Third visit, man.
I'm just very curious because the university pretty much runs that side of town.
Yeah.
So what I did was I emailed the dean of students.
Okay.
And the way I look at it, I really, because I'm a veteran, and I sit back on my property and I just analyze all of this.
Okay.
I don't have a channel. Pretty much I did, but they knocked me off and blacklisted me anyway. I say, okay. But how much do we have to, as auditors, or we the people, and people still don't even understand what that means, the we part,
all right.
have to continue going back locally to post offices and all these other things just to prove a point that these are your rights, they're being violated.
That's correct.
I took an oath for this Constitution, foreign enemies or domestic. Right now, all I see is domestic tyranny, terrorism, communism is what is out there right now on several networks that I'm on.
That's correct.
We're a communist country. They're already, through their town hall meetings, trying to figure out ways to shut down the First Amendment or coaching their governors, mayors, and their counterparts on what to say. And it's completely false information.
That's correct.
There is an agenda out here. It's called Agenda 21. Been trying to tell people 12, 15 years, it's going to be knocking at your door. It doesn't matter about race, color, or creed. It's all about money.
That's correct. That's correct.
So they're already trying to shut down the First Amendment.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, it's a lot of, I was just watching a video, man, like, I forgot what auditing channel I was watching, but man, they they trying to sweep the nation, man, with like First Amendment restrictions. I can't even believe that word restriction could coincide with any amendment. What do you mean restriction? But that's exactly what they're doing.
Well, yeah, the way I look at it is, and through history, this is way before me or you were even alive. If you just open up the book and just read, my biggest thing is, why is the Constitution have an amendment period? I understand that there need to be changes, but it's all been amendment through the beginning of time since 1776, when this country was so-called established.
Right.
It's a big fraud all the way around, and now people are so-called woke and waking up. They're starting to realize, man, I've been lied to your whole life you've been lied to.
Yeah.
The tactics that they're using right now is the same tactics we used to use overseas in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Yeah, we you know what, you're right, man. You know what, you definitely right about being lied to. I mean, and it's continuously happened. Like even with I remember just what was that, about 3 years ago, the whole COVID-19 thing, man. And I done got into a numerous of arguments with people, man, about the whole COVID thing, because I believe that, when it was happening, like, I believe that, don't get me wrong, that COVID-19 was real. I definitely believe it's real because people have died from it. But the hype surrounding it wasn't real. And
well, that's just smoke and mirrors. That's what they're good at.
That's correct. And see, they know, like even now, I just seen a report, to be perfectly honest with you, I just seen a report where they say the World Health Organization is saying how we're here comes another pandemic. Like here we go again. Fear mongering. It's all about, if I can scare you, I can control you all night long.
Correct. Well, that's what it is, and The reason I didn't come out straightforward years ago because I knew this is going to cause a mass chaos in this country. Because everybody thinks they're safe. Everybody thinks everything's supposed to be given to them. And I wear my shirt all the time. Freedom is not free, people. Period. And I ask people today, because I'm pissed off now. It's like, all right, maybe I got to back up these boots and get back to work. And that's exactly what's happening. It's like, you can talk about all these conversations all day, have a happy conversation, but are you willing to die for it?
That's correct. That's correct.
And people pause every time.
Yep, that's correct, man. And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because my mom, man, like I said, she gonna see this live too. She watch them all the time. But she told me, you know, and I actually told her one day, because she real afraid for it and scared for me with this situation. Like the other day, I thought it was kind of cute though. You know what I'm saying? My mom was like, well, son, how long are you gonna do it? You know, it was kind of like she was saying, could you do it for one more week, son? And then, you know, right. So that was kind of cute, you know, coming from my mom. But I told my mom this. I say, Mom, all of us, everybody has a death date. All of us have a birth date and we have a death date.
That's right.
And in the middle is a legacy. So I know that I know I got to go one day. So I might, if something happened to me while doing this, then I got at least I'm dying for doing something right.
Correct.
So that's how I feel, man. So that's why I be, you know, when the police, I encounter the police, I be fearless, man. Like I be overconfident when because I already got my mindset. Let's go. Whatever y'all got to dish out, I'm willing to conquer all obstacles.
Well, the things I'm looking back at now, and I think American people, the easiest way to get to them is through the TV. And if they just look at, like I've been watching Spartacus again. And you have to look at how that man started humble beginnings. He had his wife taken from him. And then he got fed up. He became quiet. And he just learned all of their tactics about being a gladiator, being a war, about strategy. And what does Spartacus do? And his name is still being, you know, held to this day. He went after the source at all cost. And he gave zero mercy to him. Period. Just like our presidents today. We could talk about 5 presidents right now, back to back to back, and they all have lied.
Yeah, that's true.
And now Obama is sitting right up there as well as being a habitual liar.
Yeah.
So what do you do with that, people? We get up there to say, hey, the First Amendment, the Constitution. They've openly stated the Constitution is gone. That's the agenda. And they're relaying these information to these police officers, these FBI agents that are all puppets for them, period.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, it could take you, it could take me. What do you have on there? 50-something people watching? That's just 50 people out of how many millions of people just in this country?
That's right. That's a good point.
They can't stop us, guns or no guns, because there's too many people.
That's correct.
There's a saying out there.
That's correct.
When government's gotten too big, it's up to the people to take it back.
That's why I think about it. That's why they got to create the division. And I believe they trying to create I'm gonna be honest. They trying to create the division between white and black, man. Because could you imagine if it ain't even about black sticking together? It ain't about white sticking together. Just imagine if whites and blacks stuck together. Like, man, it'll be a problem for these people, man. Like we could, all the stuff that we protest about, man, we'll be able to get stuff changed almost instantaneously if those 2 nationalities stuck together. But see, they create the division with these mass shootings. They try to say, you think about it. Like I was just talking to the young lady, if a white cop kill a black man, I'm telling you, my community, I'm just going to say my community, most of us think that like the whites are the problem. That ain't my conception. I know that they're pumping that narrative. You know what I'm saying? And it's for control.
Right.
That's it.
But the thing is, people are not educating themselves within the home. That's where it starts.
That's true too. Yep.
And that's why you see these kids out here. Most of our population, black population, especially in Chicago, they have a 3rd to 5th grade education.
Yep.
And that's going up to people in their 50s and 60s, all the way down to, kids going through school. They don't even know how to read a menu to order something at a decent restaurant. They can't even read it. They had a friend of mine pass it over to me and say, "Hey, can you read this for me?" I'm like, "Read what? Order what you gonna order."
Wow.
So that alone itself, and he was 20-something years old. He couldn't read the menu. So if you can't read, and say for instance, you're south side Chicago, you're in the hundreds somewhere. The CIA is already leaving trains of weapons for them, and these kids, I'm talking about kids, 12, 15 years old, got 100-round clips that are fully automatic just in the street.
Yep, walking around. Yep.
And they have no strategic, no leadership whatsoever to tell them, hey, how to hold that weapon, or if you're going to hold it, that's cool, but use it for this person.
Yep.
Use it for this purpose. No, they're just going out shooting.
Yep.
So how can you educate them or teach them about your First Amendment and then tackle that down to the second, third, fourth, fifth? How can you do that?
That's right. Hey, freaking media up in here, man. What up, brother? What up? Not to cut you off, man. I want to give him a shout out. I'll be missing some of you guys' comments, man. I just figured out the way to hit the little thing, man, to take up so I can see all the live comments, man.
But I just wanted to say, man, because you said this is a good number to get in contact with you, because I really don't talk a lot of stuff when I'm on comms like this. I really don't.
Okay.
There's a lot going out there, and I'm trying to handle the federal. I'm handling federal agencies right now. That's my goal.
Okay.
I'm going back to D.C. I'm handling these congressmen, senators, all at the highest level. And I'm about to go back to Level. I have an appointment with the assistant director, too, coming up next week at Level.
Okay. Yeah,
so, I mean,
this definitely, but you know what, brother? Like I say, this definitely a good number, man. Whatever you need help in, brother, whatever, man. We put something together, man, and man, like, because obviously you got our efforts are for the same cause. That's evident. So, man, you can reach out to me at any time, man. Any time.
I got you, man. But look, I'm not gonna hold you. You got people in there want to talk to you and stuff, and I don't stay in there long.
Appreciate you though, man. Like I say, call in every Sunday, 2 p.m. Central. We sharp, brother. And like I say, this is the number. You can log that number into your phone, man, and hit me anytime, brother, for sure.
I got you, man. Be safe.
You too. All right. Yeah, man. See, man, freaking media, man, is up in here, man. Freaking media in the chat. Barney Velasquina. Okay, Queen B talk. Okay. Yeah, that's right. You just got to teach these kids law. You right. NGO Publications. Man, I love you guys, man. Y'all just don't know, man. Going hard, man. This week, man, we got some more updates coming and some more follow-ups. Y'all already know, man. I'm not gonna give up, man. I'm not going away until that entity gets it right. Point blank and period, man. So, man, I appreciate everybody that who's called in, man. Everybody that's been rocking with the channel. I love you guys wholeheartedly, man. I know y'all do it for y'all, man. And we definitely gonna get these things shake, rattle, and rolling. And we ain't gonna allow these people to infringe on nobody's rights, man. Not if TTA can handle, you know what I'm saying? If I can say so, if you guys got some type of legal problem, I know we might be states away, but if I can help, man, reach out to me, man. That phone right there, the number y'all calling, it's for the TTA fan. So, man, hey, every Sunday we rock it. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell if y'all ain't did it already, man. Get the notification bell so y'all can be right on it when I go live, man. And we rocking and rolling, man. Y'all stay in tune, man. See y'all in 7 days, man. Go on.